Hello peeps, welcome to another edition of Mr. Chili 2010's blogs, or vlogs as one would like to call them. Sorry I haven't been making a lot of recent updates. I know I took down that Jubilee Diamond Edition version. Oh well, this way it got a little bit dated anyway. But yes, we had the Jubilee. 2012 has been very eventful so far. Yes, there's been the Jubilee celebrating 60 years of the Queen. Then, was it before or after? I think it was afterwards. Wimbledon had started, and then, oh my god, let's just say loads have happened. It's hard to know or remember almost every event that's come by. I know that Jubilee's been the major one, and then Wimbledon's been going on. Oh yes, this Sunday, tomorrow, Murray's gonna be versing the Federer. Yep, you heard it. It's Murray versus Federer, as we know it, on Wimbledon at Wimbledon tomorrow. Pretty exciting, because apparently we've been waiting 74 years for a new British champion to appear. Not one since 1938, apparently. Yeah, I know, far out, long time indeed. I hope you folks are excited as well as I am. Oh, I know, it's going to be a tough choice. Which one should we choose? Federer, who we all know and love, who has the grace and charm and sex appeal. Well, unfortunately, no offense to Murray, he's a brilliant parrot. He's brilliant, but I think his sex appeal is slowly on the rise a little bit. But I don't know, to some people, you know, he doesn't always completely. Well, okay, maybe he has sex appeal, but maybe not as great as that as Roger Federer. I mean, you have to admire Roger Federer, man. He's 5 years older than Murray, so despite the age gap, it's going to be one hell of the battle supremacy for that of Wimbledon. Will definitely not only just change the tide, but the balance of power as well. Who's been the most dominant on that of centre court? Ooh, all I can say is, I think we're in for a big one here. Anyway, never mind what's going on in the events of the world, being the Jubilee, Wimbledon, and especially Olympics 2012. It's only was about nearly 20 days before it arrives around the corner. It's just around the corner now. Literally, I mean, the stadium's all down. They've thrown all the green turf down. You little mini gardens around, in and out. Well, outside of the stadium, around near part of Hackney and that of East London nearby. Anyway, I don't want to waffle on too much about that, but God, all I can say is it's going to be the greatest show on earth. Also, I'd like to apologise for taking a lot of my videos down, a lot of my video drum covers. I can only get away with 2 because YouTube over it having a bit of a go at me about copyright infringement. Yes, I know I shouldn't, but I've seen others like Rhythmatic and many other drummers after him doing drum covers, so I dread to think if they're going to get in trouble at their accounts meddled with by YouTube or their videos deleted and taken down. I don't know. It's none of my business, don't want to get involved, it's too complicated. Oh boy. Yep, I've learnt a heck of a lot about why the banks have been lending and borrowing too much, and the reason is deregulation. They've been doing it, they've had smart, clever, select, elite number of people within the banking system that have been doing this for decades, if not a whole century of. It's too complicated. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this is what when I went to see my dad last Friday, this is what kind of like wrote for me that it's all to do with the power of lumber, and the results are pretty surprising. If I show you what I'm going on about, can you see what I'm going on about? Here we go. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's oh dear. What happened to the mirror image thing? Hang on. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh well, it's all back together, but basically it's going from like 1 down to 1,000 billion, and that's the power of many zeros, like 12 zeros in total. You may think it's you may think it's 1 billion, but it's the amount of zeros that goes with it that makes the complete and whole utter difference of how much the banks have staggeringly been creating deficit up, and because of them, you know, we're in the mess, as Richard Branson would say, that the economy is completely effed up, and that's why, like in that documentary my dad showed me, I think it's called The Inside Job or something like that, how the banking crisis started in 2008 and where things are, especially with Barclays meddling with the interest rates, where the banks are just going haywire. They're completely and out of control as a result of the people working within those banks, the elitists, as it were, that they're just basically allowed to do whatever they want with other people's money. And it's like they create some sort of pyramid scheme where they make one person, they make one company or a bank borrow, and then another, and then before you know it, goes into all of this, all these billions of zeros, and no one really knows how far those zeros go or how many of them are. It's going into just basically trillions. Well, not that I want to exaggerate, but it could be quadrillions even. I mean, I don't know, with the amount of debt or deficit that there is, that's creating the Eurozone to go absolutely haywire recently, has been astronomical. Let alone that worse, it's just kind of like beyond the pale, really. I don't know who decided to give these banks the right to do whatever they want, but if I know one thing for sure, we definitely need more tighter regulation now. I mean, some of these some of these banks or finance companies are just monsters, really. And as a result, there's so many foreclosures, and still ongoing, no doubt. And yes, it's a shame what the world has become, really. What makes you wonder what goes on in this day and age we live in. Oh well. Yeah, I know, it's a shame, really. I know a lot of you folks, or peeps, whichever you prefer to be called, kind of like pretty mad upset with a lot of these high-profile banks within the financial worlds, just taking almost everything. Yeah, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Yeah, and they all blame George Osborne and David Cameron for that. Yeah, the twats of the universe. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Best thing to do is not let them win. That's all I can say. Oh well. What else shall I talk about? Oh yes, new movies this month or week or year. Couple of new surprises. Yep, the third installment of the last in the series of Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. Yep, this one will probably be known as The Dark Knight Rises, which is kind of like the third installment, takes off from where the last two went. You know, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight. This third one will have Kane and Catwoman, the new Catwoman. I don't know what you make of her. Will she be any better than Halle Berry or Michelle Pfeiffer? Ooh, what's the actress's name? I know these names so well. No, it's not Lindsay Lohan. Her career's been going down there ever since Disney got be rid of her. I don't know, since Mean Girl, she hasn't had a hit since. Drink, drugs, fame, power drunk. It all went. It goes to a lot of celebrities' heads, being the world of Hollywood, as it were. Yes, I know I'm just having a break from my glasses. These are my new ones, by the way. I'll let you have a little sneak peek. Yep, they are. There they are. Fortunately, they have been cutting into my ears, and I had to have a little break from them. Yeah, but other than that, they are brilliant glasses. A lot better than the last pair. Doesn't mean but I keep the last two pairs of spares, you know, just in case those ones get cracked or whatever. Yeah, who's playing new Catwoman? I should know this without having to... You see, cognitively, this is why the internet has unfortunately caused us to be lazy or not cognitively using our memories as much. We shouldn't rely on Google. I recommend people start doing some more brain training and increase their brain power by just doing like sort of the old crosswords or brain game puzzles to enhance your memory, because I just feel humanity's became too sloppy and using technology as an excuse, you know. Sort to do that book The Shallows by Nicholas Carr, you know. It's the book I've been reading. How the internet is changing the way we read, think and remember. Sorry if everything's back to front, but you get what I mean, don't you? It does say The Shallows, Nicholas Carr. I know I forgot to switch the mirror the reverse button on this damn thing before I start record, but never mind, I'll do that next time. Oh well, you know everything's on this, which, never mind, doesn't matter. Anyway, see what I mean? It does have an effect on you cognitively. Oh god. I should know what her name is. She starred in The Princess Diaries. Yes, she. Oh, come back to me. It's probably stuck in my memory somewhere. I don't think I meant to forget it on purpose. I know who the actress is. She starred in Princess Diaries. She starred in, you know, sex, drugs, and other, you know. I know my memory. I know. I need to do a load of brain train. I need to get my memory back to scraps. I will do that, and I need to go to the gym as well. Yes, I've not been to the gym for a few weeks now. I've let myself go a little bit, maybe a little bit too much. Binging the old chockies and sweets and other junk food related content. Not very good. I should know. One of my cousins not been doing a lot of exercise himself. Oh dear. I know. I really need to change. But but you know, I've stopped eating the chocolate now. Seriously, you know, and God, why do I keep remembering Lindsay Lohan? What is it about Lindsay Lohan that keeps making me remember her so much, when it's very obvious that the real actress who's playing the new Catwoman is bloody obvious? Don't worry, it doesn't mean I'm thick and stupid. It's in there somewhere. I'm just trying to give my memory a chance to... I know I need to do more breathing exercise. I know I need to lose more of this as well. Oh dear. Eventually I will. Change is a process, not an event. Remember that, peeps. Things don't happen instantaneously, it just takes a while, you know, metamorphically to alter one's appearance. It takes a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of sweat, blood, tears, hard work, commitment, and, of course, dedication. But more important, patience. You've got to be patient with yourself and give yourself a chance while you're doing exercise workouts every week, weighing yourself, cutting down on how much you eat, and then gradually but slowly you will start to see a significant improvement, you know. Anne Hathaway, that's why Anne Hathaway, that's who the actress is who plays Catwoman. See, told you it'll come back to me. I know, cognitive. I need to seriously do a lot of brain training. I think you notice that a lot now, folks. Yeah. Yes. Like I said before, without repeating myself, there's been loads going on in 2012 of recent. Just loads, really. I know, been the Olympics as well as Wimbledon, and then there's been the European Championships over in Europe, which will help some good athletes. Hopefully, Beth Tweddle got a thing for. I hope she really does make it in 2012. I hope she does win a few gold medals out there. Silver and gold. If not gold, maybe silver at least, but I hope she gets the gold. I really do. And also, you know, Wimbledon itself will be taking part in the Olympics. It'll be like good old-fashioned Olympic tennis. Hopefully, maybe Murray or Federer, who else out there, will win us a gold or silver or two. Hopefully. Ah, now I remember, yes. Euro 2012. Yeah, indeed. England lost. I know it sucks. We had too many high expectations of them. The problem was we built our confidence too much, and unfortunately we were physically prepared, just not mentally prepared. You know, we should have practiced more. They should have practiced and trained more on endurance side of football. You know, I think that's what happened, and also they should have maybe gone over a few tactics and maybe changed a few player positions to see who, and maybe allow them their abilities to come out more naturally and without pressure. I think also they got pressurized too much by the media. You know, trying to win back the glory days of the past when we won the World Cup in 1966. Hopefully we can win a qualifier. Well, who knows? Fingers crossed something good will come out of this. Me, never mind the world. What about me? That's why I do vlogs. Yep. I've been good. I've been on a work program, but went over 12 weeks, up to 32 weeks, and now gone to the acting training centre to take a few more courses. Might to maybe improve more my maths and English. Brilliant with English, maybe not as good as maths. I should know because I drove my dad crazy when he was trying to teach me the most simplest things. The problem with me is, peeps, I don't pay attention enough. Fundamentally, maybe that is what is wrong with me. You know, the problem is my thoughts are just like all over the place. You know what I mean? Just all over the place. I know, this is a long vlog, but I thought, oh, to hell if I can't see why not. No harm in a long vlog. So as long as it doesn't take all the free space on my YouTube account, we'll soon see. Or downloading time will probably be longer. Anyways, job searching front's been good. Oh, what is it? I had a call from Odeon. They invited me to an interview twice. First time at Leicester Square and the second time at Chelsea and Kensington. It was a good interview. I went there with my support worker. I know, why do I need to keep going with my support workers when I should be going myself? As it'll scare the employers away and make me think that my Asperger's is more severe than it actually is. Well, no, it's not. I should have kind of like been more myself. Well, I tried to be I felt my support worker had to speak for me a lot, and I feel that may have scared the employers off a little bit, thinking like, oh no, is this particular employee going to be a handful of the problems he's got? You know what I mean? And not every... it's just... Sorry, I'm wobbling a little bit. The problem is there's just too much prejudice out there in the world today. Too much ignorance. Maybe one would call a lot of idiocy. What can you do, eh? What can you do? Hope I'm not waffling on too much. Know what I'm like. I know the weather's for 2012 summer has been a complete and utter washout due to the jet stream not being in the correct position as it should for this particular time of the season. And of course we're all doing the old-fashioned weather watch as usual. All I can say is contrast not too bad. It's still threatening to rain though. There's been loads of flash floods all up and down the UK and Ireland. You probably see through the media and the news. Villages flooded to the extent they had to use boats, canoes, and, well, do-it-yourself gear in order to get from A to B. It's crazy. I personally blame it on the chemtrails. I think the governments are trying to decrease the surplus population. I know, the old conspiracy theory idealist I am. Our governments and financial banks are always plotting something. They always are. What can you do, eh? What can you do? Oh dear. Yes, also got a new TV, flat screen. Not that there's anything special new, but at least now I got more space in my room. That's a good thing. Oh dear. Oh yeah, and plus I'm going to be going off to places like Scotland and Liverpool's. Yeah, places like Liverpool and Scotland next week. This way I can do the break, so I probably won't be able to make any more videos for a while. But here's a long one for you, your special edition. I'll probably load this along with the Jubilee limited edition video as well, so you can see that again, as it's a complete classic. I don't know if I'm going to make any YouTube drum covers because of the copyright infringement issue, and I do respect copyright because copyright is important to protect the rights and works of groups and artists. And no, it's no excuse for me. So don't do what I do. I don't recommend it, please. It's okay for me and maybe Rhythmatic and many other people to do it. We can only get away with so much. I don't want to encourage cause any trouble and get other people into trouble. So my recommendations, no, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Anyway, I've been doing drum practice, been trying to get myself in a couple of new bands. Not been very successful so far with that one, but I'll get there. I do want a career in the music industry. That would be good. That would be good. Yes. Well, I guess I'm about to wrap it up for this edition from Mr. Chili Chenton from my Chili 2010 channel. And until the next time, au revoir.